Hey, what's up? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And we may have to just agree to disagree on this one. So basically, everybody knows. Fuck. Everybody knows what happened with Wendy Williams. She basically made. She was on. She was during her show. She was talking about Snoop Dogg, and he has a number one gospel album. And when she was speaking about him, she just brought up the fact that, or brought up something that could be a fact, that a gospel artist like the Clark sisters would probably be pissed off, and that they probably need to step their game up. I don't think that statement was made directly towards the Clark sisters. I just think that was a gospel artist that she used as an example. This is what it comes down to me. You have to look at it this way. This is the way that I look at it. You have someone like Snoop Dogg who talked about gin and juice, bitches and hoes, and then all of a sudden he says, I'm going to come out with a gospel album. Snoop Dogg has not had a number one album since, from what I googled, 1998. 1998. 1998 was Snoop Dogg's last number one album on the Billboard 200 charts. Now all of a sudden, in 2018, 20 years later, he has a number one album on the gospel charts. So I think what it was more of a, do you know how pissed off that some people may be? The simple fact that you have someone who is not even a gospel artist who comes over into your world, your musical world, your genre of music, and the last album he had that was number one was 1998. Come down to 2018, he makes a gospel album, and boom, he has a number one album. When it's people in the gospel genre who probably, baby, I'm not trying to show my arm off. I swear to God, I'm not trying to show my arm off. When it's people in the gospel genre who have been wanting number one albums forever and probably don't even have one. So I think when Wendy was talking, I honestly think that she was just, that's who popped in her head, or that's probably who, when they had their meeting that morning, when they discussed hot topics in the morning before the show, that's probably a group that someone in the meeting mentioned. Like, yeah, I know the Clark sisters are probably pissed off because, so and so has a number one album. Or, probably, Kurt Franklin's probably pissed off because, Snoop Dogg has a number one album. I honestly really don't think that she meant it in a disrespectful way. Let's just be honest. All bullshit aside, if Wendy wanted to say something that was disrespectful, that bitch will say it. Like I said in my last video, the bitch got on motherfucking international television and said that if you sleep with Rihanna, you need to have a motherfucking penicillin shot. She said that motherfucking Beyonce was so fucking stupid and dumb and couldn't speak that she has to turn her fucking caption on TV when she comes across the television screen. This is the same bitch who said that she could probably understand why white people will be mad when she made that statement about HBCUs. So if Wendy wanted to say something that was disrespectful, you best to believe, bitch, she would probably just say it. So I do think that people are overreacting. I do think that people are in their feelings. If I was Wendy, I wouldn't have apologized. She really didn't apologize. There was a clip that surfaced today. I think it was probably during her after show. And she was just talking about the whole situation. And she basically invited them out to her show. I wouldn't apologize. I didn't say nothing wrong. You better believe, if I wanted to say some fucked up shit, baby, I would say it. So me saying that, the Clark sisters need to set their game up, that wasn't me saying that the Clark sisters need, that was just somebody who popped in my head. It was a gospel artist, a gospel group. That's the first person popped in my head, so that's the first thing I said. It wasn't no disrespect. If I wanted to disrespect them, I would disrespect them. That's what I would say. And if you pissed off and mad, then I honestly really don't give a fuck.